that it casts onto the surface of our ocean. So let's take a look at how that works. The lighting style in the scene here is based entirely on reflections, so there are no actual real lights in the scene, just a reflective material on the ocean and then a background plane with an image of the sky. Here are some examples of the type of images which are going to work best. Generally, you want something with a lot of color and with a light source somewhere in the center of the frame. You know, pictures of sunsets. You could even do something a bit more fantastic like this, you know, some space or galaxy pictures. Here is another sunset, and so on. You get the idea. In the original example, this is the image which I used, and you can see that the sun is missing. That's because that's something I created separately in Cinema 4D, so we'll get to that at some point. But let's just bring this in here to start with and make it a material. Let's open it up. We're going to go to the color channel and drag this image out of here into the luminance channel. And if I turn that on and turn off color and reflectance, so we need to attach this to something. That's going to be a plane. Set the orientation to Z+. We need to set this to be the correct ratio, which is the same as the image. So 1920, if we open this up, we can see the resolution is 1920 by 1080. So let's do the same for the width and height, 1920 and 1080, and then place this onto the plane. We can see it's upside down, so let's go to the orientation and set this to -Z, and now it's facing the correct way up. So I'm just going to move it to where the ocean ends. This is into the blue axis, the Z axis, which is the back of our scene, and then we need to scale it up to be as wide as our ocean. Then I'm going to get a camera, but I won't change anything here. I'm just going to look through it. And then let's zero out the rotation, the pitch, and the position. So all of it, just zero everything out. And if we look out of the camera, we can see that it's in the center of the scene now. We want to move it back to the opposite side of the sky, so we can be looking through as much ocean as possible. So let's jump back in again. At various points here, the camera will be immersed under the water, but we'll fix that in the next lesson. For now, let's just quickly create a material for our ocean. So double click anywhere down here and then open up this material. Let's go to the color and just make this black. And in reflectance, we're going to remove the default specular and then add a reflection legacy. The roughness is going to be set to 0. And the specular is also going to be 0%. We just want a basically a mirror material. So just 100% reflective, and the attenuation here should be set to additive, but not much else. Just apply this to our ocean. And if I do a quick render, this is what we have. So this is the first step to the lighting style of this scene, using a sky image as a background and then just a reflective material for the ocean. And that's it for our sky